Hello, watchers and beautiful people of YouTube. Welcome back. We pick up where we left last time, which was we've just spoken to everybody in the parliament here in Calphion. Heard that there's a little bit of rivalry going on between the different families. We spoke to Delphat, who seems to be more of the militaristic kind of guy. And then to Herman Ferrisho, who seems to be holding everything together. They recommended to us to have a look at the workshop district, which is where we are heading now. Just a quick heads up, you will see that I've liberated the screen from a lot of the question marks. Now there are still some that we will probably find on our way, like over here, and let me see, there's a couple here because our way is leading us there anyway. And then there's one over here, which is, if you hover over it, you see it can be obtained through Amity, which, yeah, I'm not too keen on doing at this point. So let's hop over to the workshop district and see what's waiting for us there. You can tell already, everything looks very crafty around here. Some dude sawing some wood. They are probably, spinning. Oh, I guess Calphion is slightly bigger, so if there is a little bit of stutter here, sorry about that. But we need to talk to Angela. Welcome to the center of Calphion production. Are you looking for timber? I welcome you to the world's greatest workshop. Oh, you must be the famous A Simple Man. Workshop center. Okay, let's see. City Tutu. I've heard so many stories about you. I've heard you were an up-and-coming member of the Xian Merchant Guild. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Is Lady Isabella right? It'll be such a relief to hear she is. Although nobody says so openly, people are concerned. The workshop district you see here is such a solid community. We've established quite an efficient system, thanks to the Inkarosha and Ern families. If you're going to explore the city, go and visit the Avenue for the Merchant Guilds. You won't regret it. That's where the Xian Merchant Guild has established its widest presence. Hurry up and go there. There will be many interesting things to see. Alright then. We shall follow the advice and get out of his way. Oh, there is a question mark that I have not ticked yet. This young lady over here, Taylor Merv. Have you met Madame Laventia? Make her just... Oh, okay, so I need to speak to someone first before I get hers. I'm gonna autopath this one. I always find that those narrow streets are handled better in autopath than trying to do it myself. And I wouldn't want any of you watching this suffering from, motion sickness or something like that. That would be a little bit unfortunate. And that is Lavantia Bartian. Good manners are based on one's appearance. That is a fact you can't ignore. Well spoken. It's important to other people what you are wearing or smell like. Okay. That was insightful. Meet with Alchem, the market's general goods vendor. Okay. Weird. Seems that it picked up the wrong navigation? That is a bit odd. Oh! Maybe because I spoke to that other NPC, and this was the the one that I need to talk to prior to being able to get her knowledge. Sorry about that. So it looks like we just need to head back again. But let me see, since I spoke to that lady now, and I think the other one was... Yeah, she's just here. Let's quickly see. Ah, and there we got the knowledge. Tailoring is always fun. Perhaps you could say it's art in its purest form. Okay. This is so cool. It's so if your guild is a siege guild and you are occupying the Calphian territory, those all those soldiers here, they will essentially carry the banner of your guild. And big body over here, right in the center of it. Okay, so there he is. All those neat little shops and stuff. So you see somebody here is selling some potions. Here it's obviously candles, candlesticks. Okay, but we need to talk to Alchem, who's probably an alchemist. You must be the one that everyone has been talking about. This is market. If you're a merchant, this is the place to be. You'll find that a helping hand is needed in many places. How about you build some relationships by offering a helping hand? This will be important if you ever decide to settle down here. Although you may find many who will want to offer help to you, since you've already become a bit of a celebrity around here. Okay. I didn't use alchemy yet. So he's an alchemist. City Tour 3. Have a look around the market once you've seen everything here. I recommend you visit the Holy College of Calphion. It's where the followers of Elyon study to become Valkyries. The Holy College is also home to a magnificent library that may help you learn about our ways here. Ooh, that sounds like knowledge. So let's have a quick look on the map. Yeah, it's leading us now right up to the top there. So let's just have a stroll around. Vegetables. There's a merchant. Nice. Oranges are clearly the most expensive fruit in his assortment. Avocado. Yeah. Proper meat. Mutton. Oh, we can interact with it. It looks fresh and juicy. It seems like freshly butchered mutton. Cute. This is what I really like about it. I know it's obviously all NPCs and stuff, but it looks I don't know. It gives you the feeling like there's a lot going on in the city. So I really enjoy being in Calphion. Where did I park there? Let's get on top of our horsey again. The other nice thing about autopathing is that you can just have a glance at the rest of the city. It's quite nice, isn't it? Over there, that building, that's the parliament where we spoke to, and that's the big church. I think some of the side quests will take us there later on as well, so don't be too concerned that I'm not showing you every little detail just yet. Of course, most of you will have seen this anyway. Lusty's rabbit. Let's park our horse here for the moment. Let's not be rude. Oh, and I can see question marks. Guess it's those two. Yep, that's number one. Nella and Karosha. Oh. And Sienna Wolaire. Chancellor has been in charge of this place for the last 15 years. Isn't that amazing? Huh? Pretty much so. And more question marks in a second. But let's talk to Madame Bellucci. You're not in pain, are you? If you have any worries, please do tell. It really is you. I've heard so many stories about you. This is the Holy College, the jewel of Calphion. What is she doing over there? Is she being punished? Has she been a naughty girl? The library of the Holy College has a collection of many books that offer knowledge. If you wish to acquire more knowledge, you might want to visit the librarian for more help. Books are essential to the acquisition of knowledge of our world. You'll find that your time spent in the library will help you settle down in Calphion. That is very true, actually. You must be really famous, considering that your stories have been passed around the Valkyrie students. Did you have enough time to take a look around? The city tour of Calphion is far from complete without setting eyes on the grandeur of the central church of Elyon. You should definitely visit the central church. It truly is a place of wonder, where you find yourself basking in the grace of Elyon's glory. So we'll get to the church probably sooner than I thought. Okay, but let's have a quick look here. So one thing that is indeed true, so if you go close to the bookshelves, you can actually read up on things, and it allows you to read book, and as you can see, the spectrum of your knowledge is growing. Now, what she said, you know, books are essential to grow knowledge. There are books on the marketplace, so I think if I just look for book, yeah. See, and a lot of them, as you can see in the amount over here, are actually sold out. So those ones you can install in your residence. Again, we'll do all of this at some point as well, but you can install it, and then if you want to, you can leave one of your characters AFK reading, and that, I think, increases the knowledge on, I don't know if it's on a specific topic, but yeah, increases the knowledge as well. So here we can just read up on all of them. Again, I think similar to, what is a hero? I think similar to what I've done with the question marks. I think I will grab that at some point. My grandfather's the parliament chairman. Oh, Kaya Farisho. Ah, I am Kaya of the Fraser family. I presume you are well versed in good manners and courtesy. Well, maybe a bit. Oh, so both sides have the same. Taking care of your equipment. So yeah, what I was about to say, I think I will have the same approach like we have with the question marks. I'll just do the majority of all of this off screen. Maybe one more. Valkyries at war. Read the book. Unlike ordinary soldiers, Valkyries are specifically trained to execute special missions in battle. Such missions are part of combat and strategy training they receive in college. The content of these teachings are unknown to outsiders, which makes Valkyrie movements hard to predict in the battlefield. Perfect. And that shall be it. Oh, almost. We will grab this one as well. Annalie Rosie. It was none other than Chancellor Sarahs who bestowed upon me the privilege of managing these historical records. She has a shop. Oh. Yeah, you can even buy knowledge if you want to. And it may be that, oh, for some of them you even need a specific amount of amity. Again, some of them you may have to, you potentially can get only here. But as far as I remember, the majority of them you will be able to acquire along the way anyway. So let me just have a quick look on the map just to see if there was any other question mark just at the top here. And there seems to be two more. Calfian Guild Manager and Alchemist Abandoned Land. Maybe we can oh, and there's more down here as well. Okay. But this seems to be up here. So let's grab those two quickly. And it looks like other than that we need to... Oh, we can actually head down again and make our way to the church. Good. Actually, I did tell you the last time already that you have the possibility to walk all the way up there. I think maybe we just do that. Oh, it was here. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I do apologize. Oh. Oh, but I can't get them yet. Okay. So it's probably then for later. Or did I by accident hit the wrong button? No. Alchemist of Abandoned Land, Calfian Guild Manager. Which is... Oh, up there. So maybe I need to... Maybe I just need to go up to a different level. Okay, that is one. And the other thing was Alchemist of the Abandoned Land, but there's nobody else here. Let's have a look at those again. There are 3 alchemists here, so I'm guessing it must be one of those 3. And yeah, probably then for a later point when we advance with our quest. But yeah, let me just quickly show you. There's a mini quest that you can actually get, and we might do this later on because we will, like I said already, we will come back to Calfion and the general area when we will pursue probably the levels 57 to 61, something around those lines. And we will do this mainly by questing, and that will enable you to open this little box here, the Valkyrie treasure. But what I want to show you, what some people may miss if you don't pay attention, there's a ladder here as well. You can actually climb that one up even further. Now, if you're unsure which character to try out, I highly recommend you give the LAN a go. And the reason for that being is that the Lan has a skill that allows her to glide. Not necessarily fly, but glide. And I think there's some people already made quite some interesting videos with that, starting from this high point here. Now I need to have a look around. I can't recall if there was another way even for... Yep, there was. Another way even further up. There is... And you need to be careful because you can fall down here. So and if you do, well, that's not gonna be so much fun. There we go. So, and here I'm getting sweaty palms because truth be told is I am really scared of heights. And the funny thing is, even in things like video games, for those of you who may have played Assassin's Creed, not a good game for me, not at all. I really struggle with that. I have to be honest. So just going up here, but yeah, so you can get up to this point and then have a look. So you can see all the land, the northern wheat plantation over here. So normally where we were talking to her. What else can we see? Can we see the gate? Yes, you can see it. Remember the Delphinite Castle, where we went across the ridge to the summit, where I told you about the world boss spawn, Karanda. And then obviously further in the distance you can see more stuff that I'm not gonna spoil just yet because we will venture there. And you see already some ominous shapes in the far distance. So yeah, super cool. I think this is really worth just having a look around, just taking it all in. And this is again what I mean. I really like those open world games because everything that you see you can go to. And I know that sometimes people, I don't want to say complain, but niggle a little bit about the fact that there's not really any fast travel. Although that's not entirely true as well, because you do have teleportation scrolls. But anyway, so there's no fast travel in the sense of, you just click on the map and in the next second you're there. So generally horses are the fastest way of traveling around. Obviously, if you are lucky enough to get a dream horse, then this kind of is the pinnacle of transportation. But it's nice. See over here, there's a little town at the coast. Again, we'll travel there as well. Bit of wasteland in the middle. We will come there too. It's just worth taking a moment and don't. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is don't rush through this game. It's you're gonna miss out on some really cool stuff if you just rush through it. Yeah, let's try and go down again in a relatively safely manner. And I say relatively because, yeah, knowing my luck, I potentially managed to kill us here. Where was it? Oh yeah, over there. Okay, so here, boop, boop. There is also a way to walk like really slow and safely. I of course have forgotten how that worked. Cool, we've reached the ladder at least. So yeah, coming closer down to the town. Then I think it was just around the corner. If you do S and space, you actually jump downwards. So you can also do, I think, A and space and D and space. Let's have a look. It says so here on the right hand side. You can turn this on and off, right, with the key help. I always leave it just so that I don't accidentally hit the wrong buttons. But yeah, we'll do that in a second. I'll show you what happens if you do the D and space. Because if you do it at the other ladder that we just came down, well, you'll see. You may also jump to your death. If you don't want to go all that circle stairs down here, there is a little way. If you just look here, this is a bit heightened up, and we will do it. You will lose some health, but you are not gonna die from it. Okay, and we're down again. Cool. Let's grab our horsey now and carry on following the main quest here. Oh, I should probably also hit the target so that we're going in the right direction and not in the middle of the wall. Okay. Oh. There are two more. Oh, but it's a bit steep to go from here. Okay, never mind. I'm sure we can grab them at some point. And whoop. Some of this I can shorten just a little bit, obviously, because I know roughly where we need to go. But if this is your first visit, like I said, just take the extra minute and just let the autopath do its thing. I know it will in most cases take a little bit longer, but it will allow you to just take a little bit more of the scenery in. All right, Apprentice Priest Michael. Please lower your voice while inside the central church. I've never seen you before. Are you an adventurer? City 25, a member of the Xian Merchant Guild? Ah, you must be the one that everyone has been talking about. The entire capital city of Calvin seems to be interested in you. Don't get too excited, though. Isn't always a good thing to have your name through about in the city. However, if so doing is the will of Alien, there should be no problem. Is it true that Lady Isabel fainted? As you might have heard, there have been several rumors regarding her health. Have you not heard? Well, don't worry about it too much. Look, Leona is waving at us. Who is Leona? Oh, the head priestess. Hello. So it was you who spoke with such disregard within the central church. Tales of your deeds have traveled far throughout the city. I sense that you've experienced many hardships to achieve those ends. The things that you do for Calfian are also things that you do for Alien. He will bless you for your loyal contributions, but remember, it will only be if you are pure in heart. Now go speak to him, my child. Divulge your sins, and you will find his grace. I think you're barking up the wrong tree, lady. What? Why do they demand a confession for sins that don't exist? What are these people prattling on about? For once, we agree. I think our tour of the city is done for now. It looks like someone has been waiting for us outside. It seems pretty urgent. We should check that out. Alright then. Best weapon and armor on Calfian. Hey, you know what? You can rent a super weapon and armor on Calfian. Not anybody can, of course. You need to contribute to the city in order to qualify. Looking at you right now, I think you're more than qualified. You don't have to rent it. Can we just go check them out? There's a workshop district in Calfian, and that's where the weapon and armor masters are. The names are... let me see. Yes, Canobus and Dobart. Right? Checking out is always fine. Oh, there's one more question mark here. High Priest. Ooh. High Priest brings salvation. You must meet a certain requirement. Gain 200 amity points with NPC Baipachi. Or Bipache. Baipachi? Who is Baipachi? Well, anyway. Doesn't seem to be anyone here, so... Oh, this is cool. So if you do need requirement from somebody else, it leads you. See? This is probably where Baipachi, or whoever that is. But let's talk to Cecia? Who looks like the guy from Florin. Ah, I finally found you. Let me introduce myself. I am Cecia, the finest herbalist in all of Florin. Ah, I am also close to Elena Late. Ah, yes, where was I? Oh, yes, I've been looking everywhere for you. Elena Late is looking for you. It looked like she wants to say something important. Have you finished your tour of the city? We should head back together now, quickly. Well, I think our lovely Black Spirit was kind of alluding to the fact that, you know, he thinks we're done, so we're done. But let's check the, before we leave, let's just quickly check the weapon and armor guys out. I would just like to do that before we go anywhere else, and I think that seems to be here somewhere. Oh, Elena Lay. Sorry, I thought I need to go to the northern wheat plantation again. Carlis Consular. Oh, it was her. Hello again. As Simpleman, you are finally here. There is something you ought to know. But first I must ask you a serious question, and I need an honest answer. Is Lady Isabel someone you can trust? Okay. An incomplete faith. Recently there have been rumors that Heidel has been procuring funds for their armies to gain independence from Calphian. Where these funds came from is a matter of much debate, but one thing is for sure. There is no possible way that Heidel could have procured those funds themselves, especially after losing the war. You're right. This would be impossible without the support of the Xian Merchant Guild. Despite the circumstances, I do not wish to be suspicious of them. The Li and Ankarosha families are bound to one another through the Xian alliance. On the other hand, think about why Lady Isabel has yet to return. Think about this very carefully. Did you actually see any cuts or wound yourself? The Li family is looking to your potential with high hopes. However, if the Xian Merchant Guild is ever found to have supported the Heidel rebellion, do you think you can really trust Isabel? They're all a bit weird, aren't they? I mean, you're obviously a cutie, but, you know, Isabel may have her flaws, and she's arrogant and impatient and, you know, a real pain in the backside. But so far, I hadn't had any reason to distrust her. You guys know what I mean, right? Because there wasn't really any indication that that would be the case. Oh, that is Dobert. You're quite an adventurer. It's obvious to me since you've come to a workshop of true artisans. Chat. Knowledge Manos. We don't need that now. Okay. I don't want to rent anything, really. Should I also talk to you? Master Canobus. That's the other one. The feeling of drawing a bow, the sound when the arrow flies, and the resounding clash of weapons hitting each other. You can tell the quality of weapon with the sound. Calphian Xian Merchant Guild knowledge. If you look around the city of Calphian, you can see that most workshops and trading posts are owned by merchant guilds. The biggest group among them is us, the Xian Merchant Guild. A few months ago, we managed to expand our commercial sphere to Heidel, thanks to the help of Lady Isabel, who now runs the branch office in Heidel. Okay. Okay. So this is probably what you can... Oh, well, that's not bad, actually. So you can rent this 4 contribution point. Oh, 50. Oof, that's a lot. But if you are in dire need for like a really good weapon, and you have the contribution points and really no money at all, I guess this could be a good deal, because it's 59 AP, 74 accuracy, and it has 2 slots. Be careful though, because they are only rented. I mean, you can rent them for as long as ever. You only give those contribution points once, and if you give it back, you'll get your contribution points back as well. But also look at the benefits at the bottom. Extra damage to all species plus 19, attack speed plus 1, casting speed plus 1, and critical hit plus 1. So this is actually not all that bad. But as you know, we are slightly above that already. So we don't really have a use for that right now. So how did you like them? Can you borrow them? You can borrow them if you want to. You can be stronger. Yeah, that's fine, but I don't think we need... Oh, but he's giving us inventory again, and suggestions, and nothing unrecurring. Okay. Oh, sorry, I need to summon him again. Otherwise, obviously, I don't get the inventory slot. Thank you very much. And see, look, we started with what, like 2-3 rows. By now, obviously, thanks to some of the daily rewards. But now we've already have a total of 64 slots. I think the maximum you can have is 192. 192, yeah, per character. And that just reminds me, sorry, again, same thing. Let's just hit that button. Oh, attack speed, okay, that's fine. Actually, we should probably also... Ooh, we should probably also take a look at this. So this is your rewards window. So very often there are things... we could probably use this one as well. But we want skill. This one you can use daily between the level 15 and 59. So for an hour, it essentially... It gives you more combat XP for an hour, and it gives you more skill XP for an hour. And then for just leveling up, you get certain rewards as well. And I have not used anything. Let's claim at least the loyalty points. And the rest we just... Yeah, don't think we need that now. Although we will take the money. Money is always good. Special gifts for new adventurers. Is there more money? No, the rest we just leave for the time being. Just, you know, it's nothing that is urgent that really requires our attention at this point. Okay, so this is where we need to go now. And incomplete. Speak with Enrique and Karosha in his office. Okay, where is his office then? Alright, we could have just stayed up there. Oh no, further up. Not that bad then. It's just, it's a bit difficult to just remember all the different paths that you need to take. Oh, let's... If we go into a house, maybe let's not take our horse then. Oh. Bit of clipping here. So, as we can see, the top floor is currently empty. So, if any of you is looking for a room, I recommend Calvin. Oh, and another question mark. Perfect. Nice. And one more energy. Cool. So, let's see what you have to say. Ever since Isabel said she wasn't returning, I knew things would have gone the way they have. When we first met at the Carless Parliament, I could see in your eyes that you were not one to deceive. Isabel really was wounded, wasn't she? All of the other families probably believe that you've told them to be true. All of the other families probably believe what you've told them to be the truth as well. But you must remember that this is Calvian, though. This is a place where constant power struggles occur from behind the scenes. You will quickly fall prey to the endless backstabbing and scheming if you show any sign of weakness. It is no secret that there are many who do not like the idea of someone like me sitting in the parliament. Someone who wasn't born a noble, yet has managed to amass such power within the family. Much time has passed since Gaiseric's reign ended. The Republic will not last forever. With everyone vying for top positions, the weak will never stand a chance. They will be the first to go. So, what do you think, hero of the Xian Merchant Guild? Do you really suspect we and Karosha family to be responsible for funding the Grand Chamberlain of Heidel? Nah. Not you as in plural you. Maybe you personally, I don't know. You just said so. If everybody is only in to gain more, then why not you yourself, eh? Anyhow. I know nothing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Let's see. Where is it taking us now? Visit Elena late in her office. So we're gonna go back to her now. This is the kind of stuff where I wouldn't really know how to choose. It's like, who do you believe? But also, you know, we obviously only get that little bit of information that the game is giving us. I do not wish to deny your words or that of Enrique. However, it seems all suspicions have been pointed towards the Xian Merchant Guild. As Simpleman, there is a possibility you may not be forgiven for your recent undertakings. What? This is in regards to having helped the Enkarosha family and spending time with Lady Isabel. I wish to make a proposal. Henceforth, from this moment on, I want you to become a member of the Lead Merchant Guild and forgo your ties to the Xian Merchant Guild. My goodness. If things continue the way they have, the citizens of Kelvin will believe the title is preparing for war with the backing of the Enkarosha family. People won't become aware of this just yet, but they soon will be. Considering the circumstance, I believe you have no other choice at this point but to accept my proposal. If you accept this offer and choose to work for us, you will not only break free from this mess, but will also come closer to riches and fame. I shall also support you in becoming a noble one day as well. Take some time to think this over. Yeah, pretty on the outside, ugly on the inside. Please remember that this is not an order or an attempt to force you into submission. Of course not. You and I are simply two merchants sitting across a table from one another. By now, you should have come to a conclusion on which side is the wiser choice. If you understand what I said, then leave this place. It would be a good idea to leave Calvian for a while and get away from all these complications. The Lead family promises your safety. Coincidentally, we just so happen to have some work for you outside of the city. Go southeast once you leave the city and you will come across a small town called Kaplan. Once there, you'll find a precious resource known as black crystals. Currently, a rival merchant guild has the rights to black crystals in Kaplan, but we are going to take those trading rights back. And of course, when I say we, I mean you. Go there and speak to a black crystal dealer by the name of Greco for more details. I will ensure that the current issue with the Xian Merchant Guild does not worsen while you're away. Do I have a choice? Seems like everyone around wants to acquire your services. The right thing to do? Don't ask me. In my eyes, they're both just arrogant, pathetic humans. Yeah, you've got a point again. I suppose there's nothing you can do against people in high places, though. Nothing but bend to their will. I still don't understand how humans can live together in a group. Since there's nothing we can do about it, let's head to Kaplan. Okay, seems like that. That's a bit odd. Especially given the fact that, you know, we had so many, not so many, but we had those crossroad choices earlier. Kind of would have been nice if you would have been left with a choice at this point as well. I don't know. Just my opinion. I think this would have been a cool way to really strengthen the plot as well, you know? Choosing either side and then seeing how the plot for each of them turns out just increases replayability for people that are interested in story. But again, it is just me. Cool. Alright, yeah. Lots and lots and lots of exploring in this city. Like I said, it's a different caliber. It's a completely different ball game compared to the ones that we had before. That's why I hope you understand that it is. Oh, sorry. I hope you understand that this is taken just a little bit longer, maybe a little less action in this episode, and just a bit more exploration. But let's head out to Kaplan. Sorry, let's head out to Kaplan and see what is waiting for us there. I hope there's not more of this bickering going on. It's like, oh, but they said, but she said, but he said. It is a bit interesting though. We haven't had any other encounter anymore with our friend Povios or with Isabel herself. So indeed, we are actually somewhat left in the dark as to how they're doing right now. Oh, sorry. I'm always having a look on the minimap. Not always, but most of the time. And spotted some question marks. So yeah, so we haven't really gotten a clue ever since we've made the medicine. We've only handed it over to Norma Lee, who kind of took care of everything from there on, and that was it. Yeah, let's see. Oh. Oh, I think I remember this area. I think I do. Let's see if we can... Nope. Note manager. That's not Kaplan though. I'm here to investigate the complaints of the villagers here. Have you heard of the mad scientist of Kaplan? Well, some villagers say that it's all Marnie's doing. Kaplan is indeed an unsettling place. Are you part of the Xian Merchant Guild? No, wait, the Late Merchant Guild? I must have been mistaken. Either one is fine. Come look at this horrid creature. These are the creations of Marnie, the mad scientist. They fall from the top of the hill every now and then. The townspeople of Kaplan have reported human casualties by being hit by these wild creatures when they fall. We can trade. Marnie's oak barrel. Okay. Ah, I guess we need to find our... Oh, those are the creatures that he's talking about. They look quite interesting. And a little bit sad. Okay. They really do look strange. What kind of experiments was Marnie up to? Those creatures falling from above must be dangerous for the villagers passing by below. Come to think of it, this would be a great opportunity to acquire those trading rights like that woman from the Late family wanted you to. If you can find a way to win over the villagers, you'll have a greater opportunity to gain favor for the Merchants Guild. Let's go now. This will be fun. Let's save those villagers from danger. Yeah, so it means I am slaying stuff again. He always gets excited when I get to murder things. Pretty much. Says it all, doesn't it? Okay, let's have a look then. Okay, I should probably leave my horse maybe somewhere around here. Just in the off chance that it does get attacked, which I don't really want. Yes, this is the area that I thought it would be. This is actually a really good, or I don't know if it still is. It used to be a really good grind spot just for leveling up, like on the low levels. I think we may actually already kind of be above that. Ooh. That looked amazing. Oh, that was it already? No. Yeah, but those chimeras give some really good XP actually. Look at it. Let's gather them and let's do our favorite. Oh, my favorite. Okay, I think we are already over that level. So if I just look at the top under. But look, there's a nice amount. Yeah. Those ones. Hello. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Collect mad screaming operas, power gemstones. So far nothing. RNG is not with us today. Ooh, speaking of RNG, I do actually have some really cool news. Although not really related to this series or this channel, but yesterday, not an April Fool's, yesterday, I actually made my very first pen item. Yes! I managed to hit the my Xaka stuff for my wizard to pen. Absolutely amazing. Bit ballsy and like super lucky. But I don't know if some of you have seen that with the latest update, they've put the Black Spirit fortune teller on the website, and I've captured it as a screenshot because I've written the question, when will I get my first pen item? And the answer from the Black Spirit fortune teller was today. So in the evening I thought, you know what, F it. And I just gave it a click and it worked. Well, just a click. It was a very high fail stick. Oh, I think he wants us to kill even more stuff again, right? Sorry. Wow, what a pretty looking jewel. You never cease to amaze me. You're thinking of taking this as loot, aren't you? I have a better idea. Take these to Kaplan as proof of your achievements. They'll be grateful for your help. Okay. Marnie's experience. Having come so far, why don't you reduce their numbers? Told you. So we are seeing a bit of a pattern now, slowly but steady, where it's about, you know, first you come to a new area, you do a couple of things, you help them with like an initial kill quest, let's say, and then our Black Spirit jumps in and asks us, hey, why didn't you kill like 50 more of them? And the good thing is, those seem... Oh, there is a question mark. Ooh. I actually... I just realized I lost some HP. I think if I remember correctly, could I... Yes. Ah, perfect. That does still work. Yeah, there we go. Discover Marnie's lab. It's 10. Wouldn't I do that if I just walk through here? Yep, there we go. Just saved 10 energy again. And level up. 46 now. This is pretty amazing. Because it also means that we are getting closer to level 50. And if you've watched one of my earlier episodes in this series, you will know that once we hit level 50, we... well, not sure if it's a good thing, but we are actually... what's it called? How do you say this? PvP-able? So people can activate force PvP and start to attack us. Let's hope that's not gonna happen for a while, but it is a possibility. Oh, energy. So we got knowledge. Yes, fabulous. Cool. Almost done. Oh, what was that? Back attack? Oh. Seems like something exploded over there. Huh. That should be more than enough to get those last 10 together. And there you go. One more, and we're done. Let's see what he says. If he wants us to kill even more, or if he's happy for today. The boss. Boss fight! Yeah, let's definitely do that. And looking just a little bit at the... nice, stamina up again. Looking a little bit at the time, I dare say I think we are pretty much up on our hour again as well. So... this is actually quite the perfect timing. So let's do the boss. Okay, let's put the shield up as soon as we can, so we get our DP buff. Okay, lowered his DP. Ooh, he is slightly tougher. Ooh. DP buff? Yep. Oh no. No, the knockdown. Come on. Is that it? Yep, that is it. Phew. We lost a little bit of energy there. Once again, a piece of cake. What a disappointment. Nothing can stop us. Why is it a disappointment if if I survived and killed him? Greco the Black Crystal Dealer. I think that's where we want to go. More quests, suggestions. Recurring. Defeat the Marnie's test subjects. No, I'm not really interested in doing that right now. Okay, so is that leading us to... it is leading us to Kaplan, as it seems. Let's see if I can take a bit of a shortcut, or if that is gonna mean impending death. Yes, it is, so let's just race through this now. Also because we do have a speed buff right now. And I think we will make our way to Kaplan, talk to Greco, and that shall be it for today's episode. But first... you know what? Oh, yeah, that works. And now, choop, and off we go. No! I was hoping for just another sprint. Okay. There it is. I can see the pillar of light. Kaplan. The town in the mountain. Or so it looks like, at least. Oh. Same guild that is occupying Calfian is also occupying Kaplan. Where do I need to go? Marco Faust Investment Bank. Let's park our horsey at the stable. You know, let's pretend that it gets some food and some water there. And there he is already. Monsieur Greco Gorda. Hello. If you want to make a deal with me, wouldn't it be better for you to take a look at the extraction facilities here first? My goodness, what a brilliant, beautiful crystal. Is that not the eye of the Chimera? Could I consider this as a gift for having met you? Sure. I don't think a late merchant would have visited this place without a purpose. I get the impression that you're here because of something. Do you wish to learn more about the black crystals? There's no need to look at me like that. You could expect as much from a merchant such as myself. Are the profits generated by the extraction mill in Serenia not enough? I can see you're not satisfied by that amount, as I would expect from any merchant of Calfian. Haha, you're not in a rush, are you? Business deals are most exciting just before the deal is actually reached. And he looks to have acquired some riches. It looks like this will be a long story. How about we take some time to talk about it? Even though you might say this is a self-governed state, I'd still recommend that you meet its officials. Calfian is quite an interesting place if you ask me. We'll speak more once you have completed this. Other than that, though, I welcome you to Kaplan. Okay, what is in his shop? Oh, he is actually a crystal seller again. Okay, well, we don't need that yet. But maybe, do we have any? Yep, we do. We can just sell some stuff. And maybe we can find the storage keeper so we can just exchange all those gold bars. Kaplan, I think it was around... Oh. Furniture. Lucky. And there is the storage keeper, Christine Cesare. Hack, cough. Breathing the dust around you can be pretty harmful. You should cover your mouth with a cloth. Currency exchange. There we go. Because we've got some stuff. Isn't that great? 50 million already. 50 million. I think that is pretty good. For a little over an hour per day and just following the quest line. Not doing much. I think that is not all that shabby. Let's see if this one... No, 6 minutes more. I shall finish the recording here for now. I think we've captured enough. Again, sorry that today was a little bit more on the, a little bit more on the Calfian side of things. But again, it is a massive city. I urge you to, do some exploring on your own. Take your time doing it. But we've managed to look through. Seems to be that the tension between the two merchant groups or the two families within the merchant alliance are spicing up, and we are now essentially kind of working for both of them, I guess. But so yeah, let's see. So we've killed the boss monster at the Marnie's. What would you call that? Marnie's lab? Yeah, Marnie's lab, and have now reached the beautiful, picturesque little town of Kaplan, and we will continue here in the next episode. I will potentially just clear out the question marks again, and then we will carry on with the storyline and see what is gonna happen. Will we hear back again from Isabel? Is she still alive? Are the tensions gonna culminate in an explosive finale? We'll find out more. But thank you again for tuning in today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you continue to stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon, hopefully, on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.